Vegas Wayne here with David over here at Magic Control Technology. He's going to show us his device here. It's basically a zero client, if I'm not mistaken, which basically makes a lot of people's lives easier. And you can tell us how it's going to do that.
Great. Well, Wayne, I'm with GreenBridge Computing, and we introduced really the world's first enterprise class Windows computing device at $100.
Wow. Okay, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Cannot beat that. So what sets us apart from your competitors, if
Sure.
there are any competitors in your space?
Sure. Well, there's kind of two classes of competitors. One is traditional PCs, right?
Right.
And the performance is great.
Okay.
But there's questions sometimes about security, and they're expensive, and they're hard
Very
to manage
true.
and maintain.
Very true.
Right?
Yes.
The other alternative is virtualization. And there are devices called thin clients out there.
Right.
There's companies like N Computing, Dell.
Back in the day,
HP.
Citrix and
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And you still need Citrix VMware as a middleware software to run virtualization and make it happen on the enterprise level, right?
Okay.
What this does with Windows Server 2016, which just released this fall, you no longer need Citrix VMware.
Okay.
You don't need the middle layer software.
It makes it a lot easier.
And you don't need a $400 or $500 thin client.
Right.
All you need is a $100 piece of silicon and Windows Server 2016, and you're done.
Wow, that's definitely going to make it a lot easier for a lot of people. So who's going to be your main client? Who's going to be looking for this product and fill the hole in a lot of places where it might not normally fit?
Great question. So I actually came from Microsoft.
Okay.
And in a group that was started by Bill Gates, focused on bridging the digital divide for the next billion people who've never experienced the benefit of technology.
Okay.
So we envisioned this product, Multipoint. It was called Multipoint Server at the time.
Okay.
In 2010, when we launched version 1, it was really targeted at the developing world.
Okay.
And now in version 4 with Windows Server, it's a mainstream product for the enterprise.
Oh, wow, okay.
So in addition to just education customers, now we're really focusing on big name enterprise customers.
Okay.
For example, Daimler is using this product. They're the parent company of Mercedes.
Right,
They're like one of the top 30 companies in the world.
Exactly,
in terms of
Fortune
size.
500,
Exactly. So they have their service engineers who are servicing engines that make our cars and trucks run.
Okay.
They need to be able to interact with those engines in a virtual way. So they're using PCs for their training facilities around the country, and they're using this product. They actually ripped out Dell wireless thin clients and replaced it with these devices, saved about 70%.
Okay.
And they got their apps to work, which they couldn't get to work on the
Right,
other
because
devices.
you already have your native Windows. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
exactly.
Oh, very cool.
And that's an example in the enterprise space. But we work with companies, small, mid-sized businesses who are doing, 10, 20, 30 computers, all the way up to examples of companies like Microsoft with tens of thousands of devices.
Okay, wow. And obviously it's out right now. Where can they go get it if they want to pick one up?
GreenBridge.tech.
GreenBridge.tech. Okay, fantastic. And I can't help it in the back of my mind. I know some of the geeks out there are probably going to ask and wonder, what sets it apart from a Raspberry Pi?
Great question.
Or something of that nature where I would think it has a lot more open source and a little more freedom.
Yep.
So what separates it there?
Yeah, so enterprise class, right?
Okay.
So with the Raspberry Pi, it's a great device for students, for learners, as well as I was talking with Raspberry Pi yesterday, actually. I asked them that same question. So Internet of Things, think of Raspberry Pi as something you could stick in a device.
Like the brains of your Alexa, if you will, or something like that, in a general layman's term. But.
Or for kids to play out code on, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But if you want a plug-and-play device for the enterprise that runs Windows, you need something a little bit higher level.
So convenience and ease and security and the name there.
factor.
The name's there also. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And I got one more question for you. It comes down to just like you said, the Internet of Things and all this technology sort of converging into one central spot, if you will, sort of taking over our lives. What do you think? Is the technology actually doing good for what's going on in the world, or is it bogging us down? Is it making things more difficult? Is it making things more hyper, or is it making people more hypersensitive in a way and things like that? So just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all wrestling with that, right?
Right. Yeah.
CES has a lot of cool stuff. There's about 100 million drones downstairs, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a unmanned copter. Right?
Oh yeah.
What is it? Autonomous drone.
Right, exactly. It'll shuttle people around. Yeah.
Is it autonomous or is there a pilot? I'm
exactly.
not sure.
Can't figure it out.
And who wants to get in it if there's a computer flying you around? I don't know. Sounds frightening and exciting
to a certain extent. Exactly. That's the world we live in.
Is that an example of innovation for innovation's sake? It's got the buzz, the media, the cool factor around it. But what's the application, right?
Exactly.
So I guess what drives us is to figure out, how can we solve problems, either to educate the world.
Right.
We have a social mission personally, so it's like I want to do whatever I do. I want it to be about making a difference in the world and making money.
Right. True.
And I don't think you should have to choose between the two.
No.
We call it doing well by doing good.
Okay, that's a perfect way to live. That's a good way. Yeah. Definitely like that. So, well, thank you, David. Thank you very much. Best of luck. Cheers. I hope you guys have a lot more success. You guys, your booth looks absolutely packed here, so you guys are doing really well. Thank you.
Thanks for the time.
Yep.
Cheers.